Why, hello there everyone, I'm Laxow, aka the Kumo Sensei, and today we're back and I'm going to be feeding some juvenile tarantulas. And yes, this is a mix of some species and specimens that I own, and you might see some of the same species, but they're not the same specimen. And yes, I do have a lot of the same specimens, and the reason why is because I'm trying to raise those up and try to breed them out once they get older and once they mature. But anyhow though, I hope everything's going well, and if not, I sincerely wish for everyone to have a better day and a better life. As for me, life has been hectic, a lot of personal issues, and a lot of tarantula work currently, so this summer is going to be quite a busy summer, for me that is. But don't worry, as long as we brave it out and, push hard, I'm certain that everything will work out, and I'm very busy as of now because currently I've taken up duties as a dance instructor again. And yes, a dance instructor is something I started as a seasonal thing for now. So yeah, I'm going to have to do some dance lessons for some little kids and whatnot, or for some beginner dancers that is. So yeah, so I'm going to be teaching a lot of newbies on how to dance. But I hope that this summer is relaxing for all of you. And yeah, back to the topic of tarantulas. So, what's been going on in my collection? Well, first things first, the Birdeater ornata. I'm going to be pulling the sac. And yeah, so stay tuned for that, because I'm pretty certain the sac is a very good one. But we have to wait and see. As for the rest of the breeding projects, the Birdeater metallica, both of my females are gravid. But this is kind of funny. I've been waiting for so long and they won't drop their egg sac. So yeah, now it's a waiting game. Let's see how long it'll take. And for those who don't know, you can candle a tarantula to see if it's gravid once the abdomen starts swelling up. And upon candling both of my females, both of my Birdeater metallicas are indeed gravid. The question is, when will they lay their egg sac? So there's the question to that. But you can't rush a female because development takes time, and time takes care and nurture. So the most I can do is to make sure the females are relaxed, comfortable, and safe, with the optimal care and patience. Now sadly, for the Birdeater vittata, the egg sac was not properly wrapped as stated in the previous video, and the eggs was exposed and they rotted out. I tried to save them, but it was already beyond not savable. Springtails have already entered the egg sac and it rotted really quickly. So sadly, I'm going to have to try again for the vittata. But anyhow though, I'm not going to get discouraged because the most we can do is to move forward and keep on pushing. Now as for these juveniles, I still have some that I need to rehouse, so I might make a video on rehousing them. As for rehousing, I actually keep my enclosures very simple. Just dirt, sometimes a water dish, and that's really about it. Honestly, I'm a tarantula breeder, and tarantula breeders keep their animals just like how ball pythons are kept in racks. Simple, but effective. So, I'm not here to preach that my care is the most optimal care. I'm just here to say that I keep my tarantulas as how a breeder would keep them. Simple, but effective. But hey, to each their own. Now in terms of feeding, typically I feed my juveniles once every 2 weeks to every 3 weeks, but if they're overweight or if they have severely big abdomens for eating too much, then I actually cut back on feeding them so that way they can lose some weight, because while a lot of people like really large abdomen tarantulas, I like to keep them just about the right size. Not too big, but big enough to where they're healthy and strong. But man, the Birdeater ornata, for those who don't know, that egg sac, man, I'm so ready to pull it. Now, my favorite tarantula of all time is the Birdeater ornata. And the reason why is because, well, it's personal, but I actually like this species a lot. I actually like it more than the metallica, so sorry, that's just my hot take, I guess. But you can like whatever species you like. But man oh man, for those who don't know, the Birdeater ornata is pretty much a restricted species now, so you cannot sell them across state lines. So here in the United States, whatever state you live in, that's the only state you can get them in. So most likely I'm going to be stuck with a lot of babies if the sack is good. But anyhow though, I'm fine with that, and I might actually just keep all the babies from that egg sack once I pull it. So stay tuned for next week because it's gonna be a great one. A lot of tarantula breeders, once they produce egg sacs and babies, they try to just sell them all away to make money. But for me, I don't really try to aim for money. I like to keep a lot of the stuff I breed, so that way I can raise them up and then just breed them again in the future, so that way there's more captive bred in the hobby, so there's more for people. But that way the prices can go down, because if I mass produce them, prices for sure will go down, which will help out the hobby and help people get the tarantulas they want for a good price. So let's wrap it up around here. So with that, I'm Laxow, aka the Kumo Sensei. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, with that, stay lax, and Laxow out from the Kumo Sensei.